What's up, guys? So today I actually bought another car. I know the S13 is still, where is it at? Over here. S13 is still here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that car. I actually might sell it. I know a lot of you guys really wanted to see it and see it get built, but like I said in the last video, I don't really want another drift car. I already drift the R32. I've had 4 240s now in my recent history. They're great cars, nothing against them, but I'm just kind of over it. And I wanted to try something different and something new. I talked about getting an AW11 or possibly a Miata. I'm going to show you what I got right now. Alright, so here it is. Woo! Alright guys, so as you can see here, let me close this door. Oh, take two. Alright, so as you can see, I actually bought a Mazda Miata. So I was going to trade the 240 for a Mazda Miata or a AW11, but basically what happened was last weekend my car got vandalized, my daily driver. I just drove like a Cavalier. Somebody busted out the back window, a bunch of cars in the parking lot got vandalized. And of course I didn't have full coverage, so insurance was like, no, we're not going to cover it. And I got quoted for like $600 for a rear window. I paid like $500 for the car, and I had been saving some money up, and I was like, you know what? Gonna treat myself. I'm gonna finally get a car I can autocross with and do other drift events and road course racing, and hopefully get into some different sort of motorsports other than drifting. So I'm gonna show you guys like little perks of the car. It is a little rough, but it's nothing too far gone. Well, it is pretty far gone, but it should be good enough for me for a couple of years until I can maybe find a cleaner one. So it's a 92 Miata. It's a 1.6 liter. I don't even know the names or the models of these motors. I think it's like BW or something weird like that. It's still on stock wheels. Unfortunately, it is on cut springs. It actually came, check this out, I didn't even know the trunk opener was in here. It's a pretty cool little trick if you got a Miata. It actually came with rear coilovers in the back trunk, which he didn't tell me about, but that's pretty dope. So I am going to find front coilovers. These are just Racelands, but honestly, anything better than cut springs is going to be fine with me. What else about the car? The interior is actually decently clean. Oh, maybe the door's kind of broken. I've been cleaning it up off camera here. I just did some boring, typical stuff, I painted this tombstone, and I put my Nardi wheel on it and just kind of cleaned up the general area. It was just kind of gross and dirty. It is missing a dead pedal. And this bolt is actually kind of like rotted out, so only like one bolt of it is like not missing, so it's still got 3. It's got like some weird Miata carpet here. Overall though, it's super clean. It's got a radio. It is a little rough paint wise, body wise, rot wise. It's got a lot to rust, but gotta remember I am in Ohio, and it's honestly equally rusty as the Corolla. So when you see this car, just imagine how rusty my Corolla was. A lot of people ask why I sold the Corolla. It's just because it was a rotted piece of junk. Okay, so underneath the hood here, we just got the typical stock 1.6 liter Miata motor. Sorry, I don't really know a lot about these motors yet. Still got the stock intake. It's got some red intake piping, woohoo, race car. That's literally it. It's basically complete with stock except cut springs. And it is a stock LSD car as well, which is pretty cool, I guess. I don't really need it, honestly, but it's got this nasty exhaust tip. And I tried to put a muffler on it, but it hangs super low, so me and Will are going to be fixing that here today. Now, I do have a plan for this car as well. Basically, I want to do a budget autocross, like beginner entry kind of vehicle. I bought this car for $1,400, running and driving with 160,000 miles on it. It's the original motor, which is surprising. It runs really good. It has a couple issues with like the brakes and stuff, but nothing crazy. What I want to do here is I paid $1,400 for the car. For $2,500, including the car, I want to go to a autocross event, and that's it. Like with the entry fee, all the parts on the car, just basically do like coils, some wider rims, some nice sticky tires, get it running top, get it running really good. And just go autocrossing and go have fun and do something different other than drifting, because drifting for me was always the cheapest, just because the entry fees were cheap, the cars were cheap, you just weld a diff, you throw coils on it. To get on an actual road course was extremely expensive, and it still is for me. To get on like something like Mid-Ohio is a ton of money. But that's the plan with that, is just to have some fun with it. It's super light, you know, it doesn't make a lot of power, but it has that same Corolla vibe to it. So, and I do have paint. I am going to paint this car for super cheap. That'll be an upcoming video. I'll show you guys how to paint this car like dirt cheap. Basically, yeah, we're going to get rid of that style bar as well, because that is not safe. We're going to actually get a decent roll bar, or just, I don't know, we'll see what the track regulations are. That's basically it. 8.6 looking gorgeous. What are you doing, Will?
Making my other little piece here while I'm at it. Got the welder going, so making an extended size nut here.
Extended size nut. Blind me, Will. Alright, so while Will finishes welding up that, whatever he's welding, I don't know. I'm going to show you. So basically we have this tip that goes around, and it actually is not even connected. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's not connected to that muffler. This is the muffler I put on from AutoZone, but it hangs stupid low. When I put it on, the car was up in the air, and I thought it wouldn't be that close to the ground, but this is the camera on the ground. As you can see, it's pretty close. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to hang that a little bit closer, and then we're gonna hopefully get a pipe to complete this little circuit. And then I hate this exhaust pipe because it's so freaking rusty and disgusting. So I actually might chop it so you can't even see it, like below the bumper, but it's still there. I guess while we're waiting for Will, I'll start it up and show you guys the motor and the car running. Alright, so this is how loud it is now. I don't even know if you guys can hear that on camera. Sounds like a straight pipe Miata basically. It's a little bit quieter with that muffler, but I want it to be a lot quieter. And here's the stock motor just purring away. It's honestly a sewing machine. These things are just pretty bulletproof, so I don't plan on pushing it or modifying it at all. Just gonna keep it stock and just enjoy it. No really updates on this car, honestly. I actually found a motor for it. It was $100 for a single cam, and I don't know. I don't know if it was going to be worth, you know, putting another single cam in this car. It would be, but I just feel like it wouldn't be entertaining for you guys to watch. I mean, who wants to watch me swap a single cam to a single cam? You know, that's nothing crazy. Well, we're going to keep this tip on for now, but you guys can decide if I should keep it. I guess it goes with the theme of the car being a complete pile of trash. So it's got a complete pile of trash exhaust. But I really wanted to cut it off at like a slight angle so it almost like followed the curve of the bumper. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It's really easy. You just gotta take off the tip right here. That's what she said.
Probably supposed to be 2 1/4, I think. What?
What?
Can't hear you.
What? I hate that noise. A jack on like gravel is the worst thing in the world.
There we go. Mm-hmm. You say focus on hitting the seam.
Alright, so here is our final product. This is a professional high flow exhaust.
Totally unique.
This is just so I can clear the drive shaft. It was actually rubbing on it a little bit. Fuck it, it was like $25. So, shut the fuck up.
It's not broken open.
Alright, so we gotta go get a pipe to come from here to there. So, like 10 inches or something like that. 2 1/4 or 2 1/2, right? 2 1/2 inch?
2 1/2 to slip over the crappy welds on the little back pipe there.
Okay. We got some flex pipe, 2 crimps, and some sort of adapter. It should be enough. Alright, so we're finishing up here. We don't need to record everything. It's pretty boring to watch an exhaust get made. So we've got the stock 2-inch here. We've got my muffler that I already had on it that we bent the shit out of. We've got a flex pipe with a bunch of different adapters to adapt it to the exhaust that was already existing, which is what he's crimping on right now. Then it goes across as another little wrinkle pipe, and it goes this rusty tip. It's gonna sound pretty unique probably for a Miata because like how many different inner diameter pipes we have and the dents, but hopefully it's quiet and No more exhaust fumes, and it's not droney, but we'll find out. Good job, Will.
Thanks, sir.
Alright, so we've got everything going up. We've actually already started it to check for leaks. So I'll start it for you guys real quick. Actually sounds really good, actually. I'm really surprised with it. So as you can see, super quiet. Amazing sounding, honestly. I like it. Nice and quiet. Sounds like a Miata.
I think it sounds pretty good.
I like it.
Sounds pretty proper, man.
I like it.
A little rip. That's probably just like the pipe after the muffler making the rippy noise.
Oh, yeah. He'll be alright. So Will's gonna get a clip of me driving away. I'll see what it sounds like for you guys.
Let's do this. Not too loud. Well,
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think I know what happened.
Dan, like, do you think it'll do a burnout?
Huh?
Do you think it'll do a burnout?
Well, yeah.
Can I try?
Sure. One wheel peel.
Is it LSD?
I don't think. One wheel peel.
I don't know. It looked like it smoked both of them.
No, not really.
No?
Uh-uh.
That was pretty smoky, though.
That was sweet. I think I know where the exhaust broke.
Alright, so we're gonna recrimp it and we'll be back. The car still. It's literally smoking out of the car still. Woo! Stinky boy. Alright guys, so Will's gonna finish up fixing the exhaust for me because I got cleaned up. I gotta get going here in a couple minutes. But yeah, so you guys heard it. You guys watched me go down the road, watched me do a burnout. So that was like the first introduction to the Miata. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys are excited for it. I know it's just a Miata, but I'm trying to spice it up by putting things on a budget. So hope you guys follow the build or series, whatever you want to call this. I really appreciate it. So thanks for watching, guys.